All over the world, May 1st of every year is a day set aside to celebrate the Workers' Day. The day is to commemorate the struggle of workers for their rights and recent working conditions and for them to make their demands. Ogun State joined the rest of the world to celebrate the Workers' Day at the NTA Abeokuta Stadium, Abeokuta, with the theme, People First. The governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, while addressing the workers, says the theme of year 2024 Workers' Day celebration is apt, and his administration is aware of the hardship being faced and is determined to put the people's welfare first.
To our dedicated workforce, you are the engine behind our administration's agenda and our success. Your unwavering dedication and professionalism have been very vital in achieving our shared developmental goals. Your contributions are not just appreciated, they are celebrated today. Thank you for your immense sacrifice and your sense of commitment. Today's celebration is not just a tribute, but a reflection on the critical role workers play in the socio-economic tapestry of our nation. It's also an opportunity to address the concerns of our workforce, ensuring their welfare and the fact that their working conditions are prioritized. This year's theme of People First is indeed very apt. Administration is fully aware of the economic challenges impacting our workers, and we are committed to proactive measures. In collaboration with the federal government, we continue to put our people first by taking steps to cushion these effects through various welfare packages and initiatives.
He applauded the state workers for their hard work and resilience, describing the commitment of his administration to the workers as unwavering.
As a responsible and responsive government, I again reiterate that our dedication to you will continue to be unwavering. This commitment began when I assumed office with my guarantee that salaries will be paid on time, and has remained the same to this day, regardless of whether our allocations are enough or delayed. We have also initiated the following measures to support our civil servants and enhance their welfare. We are diligently remitting the backlog of deductions and have consistently paid the agreed deductions, and we have done so till March 2024, which is last month. To date, we have paid a total of 13.4 billion since I assumed office. We continue to pay pensions and gratuity to both state and local governments, totaling approximately about 118.7 billion, respectively, for a total of 128.3 billion naira. Continue to pay leave bonuses for all beneficiaries at the state, local, and superb, amounting to 2.9 billion naira. It's important to state that bonus entitlement for year 2023 and from January to March 2024 have all been paid.
Governor Abiodun declared that all Ogun interns who have served for 2 years and meet the necessary requirements be immediately absorbed into the service, saying a meeting will soon be convened to finalize the Ogun State minimum wage payment.
I directed last year that TESCOM and SUBEB should engage additional 2,000 Ogun Teach interns, increasing the total number of interns engaged today to 4,000 out of our 5,000 target. This is the highest number of teachers that have been employed by any administration since the inception of Ogun State. Now I have directed that out of those 4,000 interns, that 1,000 of them that have served more than 2 years and have been evaluated and found worthy should be absorbed into mainstream civil service. On minimum wage, your ever responsive administration has done a lot of work which is aimed at arriving at a position that we can sustain. In line with our inclusive style of governance, we will soon be calling a meeting with the organized labor leaders to finalize minimum wage position.
The State Controller, Federal Minister of Labour and Employment, Ogun State, Mr. Nnamdi Enua, who represented the minister, urged the workers to renew their strength and work harder, saying the federal government remains committed to the welfare of the workers.
I congratulate you all as we gather today, not only to mark, but also to celebrate this year's Workers' Day. The theme of this year's celebration, People First, is undoubtedly apt and thought-provoking, bearing in mind the irrevocable commitment of this present administration towards good governance and the welfare of the people, especially Nigerian workers. Thus, in commemoration of this special day, the federal government hereby restates its commitment to continue to pursue policies and programs that prioritize the rights of workers in Nigeria and put people first in all aspects of governance. Maybe traditionally reminds us of the efforts and determination of the labor movement to continue to struggle and press for improved working conditions, decent work, and the elimination of all forms of unfair labor practices in the world of work. In effect, the essence of this occasion is to reflect on the past struggle for the rights and privileges of workers, not only in Nigeria, but worldwide, and then to chart a new way forward.
He explained that the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, since inception, has put in place programs and policies that will strengthen the activities of the labor force.
This current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has since inception vigorously pursued policies and programs that will continue to impact positively and place the people first, especially in the areas of health, safety, and welfare. Distinguished comrades, it is important to note that all public policies have both intended and unintended consequences on the people. Accordingly, and in order to mitigate the unintended consequences of some recent policies, the federal government decisively rolled out palliatives, such as wage awards, the Presidential Conditional Grant Scheme, PCGS, which comes in categories such as A, grant for large manufacturers, B, loans for small and medium businesses, SMEs, and C, grants for artisans and micro businesses. It also includes, other palliatives include the recent Consumers Credit Scheme, and of course, a new national minimum wage that will soon hit your bank accounts. Congratulations in advance.
The chairman, Trade Union Congress, Comrade Hakeem Lasisi, while addressing workers, says government should put the people first by addressing some issues confronting the people and the nation.
This year, Workers' Day, ask people first as a theme. Needless to say that the theme is a metaphor for the condition of the suffering Nigerian populace on the one hand, and the battered members of the workforce on the other hand. Our leaders must place people first in all policies. Nigeria are expecting incentives that will address the economic challenges facing the nation and those initiatives that will strengthen the purchasing power of Nigerians. If our leader wants to put people first, unemployment, high cost of living, worsening poverty, frustration in the land, and the devaluation of the naira must be adequately addressed. The council at the national level is neither blind nor deaf to the yearnings and silent cries of our dear colleagues whose interests we are in office to serve and protect. While we are not out to pass the buck or take blame with authorities on why or how we got to this junction, Labour will continue to back and when necessary bite until those rights and privileges of our members are made accessible and are gotten for them. For us, society is built by all, both political, leadership and workforce. While we recognize this trajectory, the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, as a responsible and responsive center, will never trade those things that are due to our members for anything. We will continue to raise our voices until the government and employers of labor do what is expected of them.
The TUC chairman also stressed that the union expects the government to swing into action concerning the new minimum wage, adding that the retirees be involved.
First and foremost, it is to be known that the announced increment is not the same thing as the new minimum wage. This increment concerns the public servants and others who were yet to enjoy the salary increment as it currently enjoyed by tertiary institutions and others in that category. It is good such a pronouncement came on the eve of Labour Day celebration when the agitated national minimum wage negotiation is still on course and ongoing. This should not unsettle us or pitch you against the leadership of Labour. We wish to reassure you that the announced increment has nothing to do with the ongoing national minimum wage negotiation, which will definitely not be truncated as it will surely come to a beneficial end in due course.
He appreciated the state governor for all his efforts with regards to the welfare of the workers since he assumed office, describing him as worker-friendly governor.
It is against this background that we wish to salute and commend the government of Ogun State under the captaincy of Governor Dapo Abeokuta, CON, for the proactive capacity and action. Your Excellency, you have completely confirmed that you are a trailblazer when it comes to proactive leadership. We note with gratitude your unmatched response to doing what was necessary in the wake of the removal of fuel subsidy by the federal government. The state government quickly summoned the leadership of the organized labor to a meeting 4 days after the subsidy removal, an action that gave birth to the various interventions as found in the 14 Nugget Collective effective from July 23 to date. It is also the Council's wish to appreciate Mr. Governor and his administration on easy pleasure in sustaining the industrial peace, stability, and harmony in our dear state.
The Nigerian Labour Congress chairman, Comrade Amit Benko Ademola, appreciated the state government for being a worker-friendly governor, urging the government to review the quarterly payment of pensioners.
We must also extend our thanks to His Excellency, our own governor, People's Governor, Achiever Governor, Gateway State Governor, the Governor of the Year, Friend of Labour, Miraculous Governor, Dr. Prince Dapo Abeokuta, CON, the Governor of Ogun State, for his intervention in all sectors, particularly during the time of crisis. The palliative release during the first and second phases of the economic crisis, including the significant sum of 10,000 palliative on transport for all workers and subsidized sales of rice that is ongoing, have provided much needed relief to the countless families across the state. Your Excellency's commitment to the welfare of people is commendable, and we must acknowledge and appreciate his effort in this regard.
He also admonished the government to resuscitate the Sikiru Adetona College of Education and ensure that its old glory is restored.
Furthermore, we cannot turn a blind eye to the pressing issue affecting Sikiru Adetona College of Education, Science and Technology, Sakotech, Omuajose Ijebu-Ode. The challenges facing Sakotech are enormous. Having receiving a ridiculous minimum wage of 11,000. As we speak, His Excellency kindly declare an action to address this issue head-on to ensure that Sakotech fulfill its statutory mandate of providing quality education that was known for and training to our students and equally stand out among their colleagues.
Solidarity message came from veteran labor leader Comrade Olatunji Ayuba.
Your Excellency, workers and good people of Ogun State has asked me to appreciate you profoundly on the way and manner you are paddling the canoe of our dear state and development, particularly in the areas of infrastructure, health, education, youth and women empowerment, prompt payment of salaries and pensions, gratuities are not left untouched. To this, on behalf of the entire workforce of Ogun State and the pensioners, we are saying thank you, sir.
The high point of the event is the march past by different category of workers and the presentation of Workers-Friendly Award to the Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun.
Ogun State Council hereby presents Best Workers Federal Government Award to His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON. Congratulations, sir.
Local Executive Council, thank you very much. National Public Service Negotiation Council, and now we have the DUC Women Commission, NUT, Nigeria Union of Teachers of Ogun State Week. After, congratulations. Our mathematics in the end. Let's move. Transport workers. NURTW of National. Unity.
Jazz Trice caught up with the Ogun State Head of Service, Mr. Kehinde Onosanya, and other stakeholders at the event.
Well, let me first seize this opportunity to thank the entire workers of Ogun State for their steadfastness, for their commitment, for their dedication and loyalty to government. And let me also seize this opportunity to pay glowing tributes to the founding fathers of the labor movement, Pa Amodu and the rest. And their labor of sacrifice and love shall not be in vain. This calls for total dedication, new dedication by our workforce. And don't forget that Ogun State, the appellate has changed from the civil service state to a state of investment destination of choice. So it confers greater responsibility on the entire populace to actually key into the developmental agenda of the present administration of Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON. He has done a lot for workers, and don't forget that it's popularly referred to as worker-friendly. Well, in terms of exploitation, don't forget that in Ogun State, we have a government which we call a promise keeper governor. So the expectation will be met by the grace of God, and I'm very, very sure His Excellency will have a sharing news for Ogun State workers, coupled with what this government has been doing in the past.
The importance of today is to appreciate God on our behalf and make sure that we express our mind to the government on our feelings. Government should be ready to take care of us and make us to be much more important, because workers are the golden hen that lay the golden eggs. So today is the day to tell the government that we should be well treated all over the world. And don't forget, Nigeria, we are seeking for living wage, not minimum wage. We are expecting right from the federal government to the state government to pronounce the new living wage. We don't want a minimum wage. We want a living wage that will make us to be happy. Workers deserve to be treated very well. And that's why we are doing this deliberation today.
Yes, minimum wage negotiation is a national issue. It is a constitutional issue, and the committee at federal level is yet to give a formal report about the conclusion of that assignment. And I know that when that assignment is concluded, it will be a report at state levels. I am very sure that by the grace of God, we'll have something reasonable, meaningful in Ogun State. And if that is done, workers should continue to be what we are known for. Ogun State civil and public servants are known to be hardworking, we are known to be committed, and we know we have integrity. My charge to us is that before the minimum wage, we have been committed. After the minimum wage, we should be committed, and the best of public service servants is yet to come, and I'm sure we'll do our best in developing the economy.
The onus lies on the government to put more effort at ensuring that the welfare of workers are taken seriously, while the workers must ensure that they put in their best and work tirelessly at promoting the policies and programs of the government through the Ishaya mantra. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.